Well, that's just beautiful. I'm here with the amazingly talented Barbara Jackson. Where are we at? We're in the Botanic Gardens in Wollongong, and it's a beautiful, hot, sunny day in New South Wales. Barbara, how are you doing, and what is this thing in your hands?
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, as you know, I'm a sound therapist, and I have about 15 crystal bowls. And this is one of my crystal bowls. It's an alchemy bowl, and there's amethyst through the crystals of this bowl.
So it's a very particular piece of stone that this is crafted from, or a crystal. It's a specific piece of crystal.
Yeah, amethyst.
Ah.
Yeah. And this is a G note.
So Barbara, can you tell me, does sound healing, what effect does it have on the brain?
A lot, actually. As I mentioned before about the nervous system and relaxing, coming out of that fight or flight into relaxation, so the brain needs to do that too. It needs to be able to repair from all the busyness of the day, and while you're in a deep sleep during the night, your brain can do that, right? But a lot of the time people don't sleep very well. Okay,
I know that problem very much.
They wake up at 2 and 3 in the morning.
Can't get back to sleep.
And can't get back to sleep. Yeah, and so their brain is not repairing to the point where it needs to. So I'd just like to talk a little bit about the difference between music and sound, because as you said before, you know, when you listen to music, you're relaxing.
Yes,
fair enough, and you do. But with music, you're anticipating what's coming next.
Yeah, I get into the beat. And
yeah, and you usually
here comes the chorus.
You only put music on that you enjoy, otherwise you wouldn't put it on, right?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of an active activity.
Yes.
You're actively engaged with the music.
Yeah, it's
right?
it's
and it is
entertainment.
relaxing.
Yeah.
But your brain is working with it.
That's right.
Whereas with sound, when I use different instruments and you're just lying down, not knowing what I'll be playing next or how the sounds will sound, that's when you do surrender to it. And that's when the body can release all that blocked energy that's sitting in your body. And what can happen is that because we're so left-brained mostly, we're, you know, got to do this and have to do that and got to be there at that particular time.
Yeah.
That's mostly the mode that we're sitting in, or that we're in at the time, you know, during the day. But when you're lying and just listening to sound, your right brain can be more activated, and it can be it can play. So that's where you go into this zone.
Right. So the right brain is more where I would live if I'm creating stuff, which I use a lot. I'm a creator. I mix songs up and sing songs, and I'm always dreaming of what I'm doing and that sort of stuff.
Yes.
But even that side of my brain runs at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Okay. But this is a balance, you see.
Right.
The synapses is happening, and that's the communication between the left and right brain. And so when you're in that state for long enough, then that balance is amazing, because it also helps your heart rate to slow down and your whole body is completely relaxed. And some people say during a session they cannot find their body. It is so relaxed that they're just lying there in the void, and it's a different state of consciousness that you can be in. And if you're conscious in this void state, it's a very nice place, because we're not used to being there consciously. Maybe in your dream, but not consciously.
So that's really interesting. That's just where you're talking about consciousness, and instantly I'm thinking, if people are saying they're not feeling their bodies when they're in that state, so therefore what is that state? Or that's the state of play, if you want the sort of scientific thing, but there is a spiritual element to this as well. Then this is the soul. This is the God space.
This is your total energy where you can be.
Right, so you can get to that place of love where the Buddhists what would they call? They're calling calming the monkey mind by meditating, but we can get there quite quickly just by listening to tones or sounds that are easy, relaxing the body.
Vibrations and frequencies, yeah. And then the body attunes to that, you see it, and trains with it. And then, of course, while this is all happening, you're creating, activating neurochemicals like endorphins and dopamine and maybe oxytocin as well, serotonin.
Serotonin, yeah, which is like the love.
That's oxytocin.
Oh, that's oxytocin. Well, they're all good. All of that stuff you just mentioned is good stuff.
And so when people wake up or sit up from their sound journey, some people say, my head is so clear, I can actually think clearly, or I've forgotten what my problems were, like everything's kind of washed away and they've come to this beautiful state of
available that will also give you benefits.